Message to the 144. You are the leaders of the new earth in the reckoning of the inverted and perverted satanic matrix. And when I call it the inverted and perverted satanic matrix, I'm not saying this to demonize anyone or anything. I'm using this term because I believe that it's the best way to describe what's going on, right? It's not about demonizing anyone because there's no separation from myself and so-called others, whether they're low frequency or high frequency. Unfortunately, this world is controlled, or they have the illusion of control, right, by the left polarity. And so this is a term that I'm going to use, and I'm going to explain why it's the inverted and perverted satanic matrix. Because when I say satanic, I'm talking about the energy of fear, right? Because there's fear and then there's love. And this is a world that is dominated largely by fear. And so I use satanic, right? See, the moment we are born, incarnated into this third dimensional reality, we are raised to identify with our character, with our ego, right? And right off the bat, we create a false identity, a false self-concept, right? Because the truth is that the seer and what is seen is one thing, and we're divine fractals of God. We're infinite awareness, right? So right off the bat, we're raised to believe in lies. And so we create a self-concept based on lies. Because in reality, we're the creator. So right off the bat, our frequency is tremendously lowered, and our frequency is what creates a reality, right? So we're raised to believe in separation, when separation is an illusion. And then once you believe in separation, right, there's all this competition and all the things that come along with believing you're the ego. So right off the bat, we're fucked, basically. Okay. And then we feel unsafe in our bodies, right? Because we believe in the other, right? We think everything is separate from us. And so we're believing in an illusion. And then we don't feel safe in our bodies, right? And then for a lot of us, religion gets us, tells us God's separate from us and he's going to punish us in eternal torment. And so a lot of us in our energy field, we have so much fear that gets conditioned and programmed into us, into our being. And then that tremendously lowers our frequency. And again, your frequency is what creates your reality. And then we are conditioned to believe that all the power is outside of us, right? And that we have to slave and we have to work day and night to have any self-worth. Again, another inversion and perversion of the truth. You're the creator. And you don't have to do anything to be worthy of anything. You're the creator. Everything is the creator. There's nothing here but the creator. Now, as a human, you have the blessing of being aware and being self-realized that you're the creator. And then you can have fun in the dream, right? And that's what you created me and your experience for. To give you these truths. So again, the left polarity wants to create slaves, ignorant slaves that don't know their power and don't know that they're the creator. And so we work day and night and seek validation and all these things because we don't know we're the creator. And so our frequency is lowered again. And because this is a multi-dimensional, multi-frequential hall of mirrors, that low frequency gets projected out and reflected back. And then we get in the victim mode, right? That's why the media, right? It's all about victimhood. And I'm not saying you haven't been tremendously victimized, right, by the satanic, inverted, and perverted matrix. I'm against victimhood because it's an inversion of the truth. The truth is that you're the creator, you're everything. So once you understand the truth, you can throw that victimhood in the garbage, right? And so all this stuff, this empowerment, it's all fear, right? And then we get conditioned into limitation. That's another inversion of the truth. There is no limitation, right? You live in an infinite quantum sea. It's infinite, multi-dimensional, multi-frequential. It's infinite. And so that's why you have these institutions that want you to believe in limitations. As soon as you start to not believe in limitations, right, you're crazy, right? You start to believe in robots, you're crazy. You start to believe in aliens, anything, you use your imagination, which is your power, you're crazy, right? And so, because they don't want you to, they need you to believe in limitations, right? They need you to believe in lack. Because you're the creator and they don't want you to create from a space of unlimitedness. And so they need to gaslight you into limitations. Then again, doubt, right? Doubt. They need you to doubt. They need you to doubt, and that's again fear, because you're the creator. But when you don't know you're the creator, you doubt when you think everything is separate. What's the creator have to doubt? You're the creator, right? And so that's why these institutions, these religions, they're all in place to invert and pervert the truth, right? Time. They need you to believe in time. They need you to believe in time. Time is an illusion, right? So here you go, more untruths, lowering your frequency. And because they get us when we're young and we're ignorant, this gets deeply embedded in our being. And then of course, anything that brings enlightenment, they demonize, especially in Western culture, right? Believing you're the creator or knowing you're the creator is the worst, right? For these tyrants, It's the worst thing. And so they want you to fear that with all of your being, right? They want you, because they want you to believe you're the ego, you're the mind body complex, but you're not your body, you're not your thoughts, and you're not your experiences. You're the awareness of those things. You're the I am. And so more untruths they're feeding you. Division, right? That's why Democrats, Republicans, men versus women, right? They need division. Black versus white, straight versus gay, right? They need division. And so the system is set up to keep people divided, not knowing that it's all one thing, that we're all one being. And we should be looking out for our best interests, and that we should value the truth over politics. They want to separate us from nature, right? They want to hide or demonize things that can heal us, right? So many things are perverted and inverted. It's a fear. It's a matrix of fear. Division, all that. Lack. They need us to believe in lack, to reach outside of ourselves for abundance, when your true self is infinite abundance, right? That's why they create the ghetto, right? So people are born in the ghetto and they have a poverty mentality and they don't know who they are. They don't know that they're the creator, right? And so they don't know it's a multi-dimensional, multi-frequential hall of mirrors. So they get this poverty mindset and it gets reflected back. They want you to have a limited self-concept, because your self-concept is a huge part, the most fundamental part of reality creation, right? You believe you're a whatever, a loser or a whatever. Even if you believe you're something good, it's still a limitation program. And so we have so many limitation programs that we're fed, because you're everything, right? Why limit yourself? And so this is, again, why I call this the inverted and perverted matrix, right? Love. They want people, especially men, to think love is weak, to think empathy and compassion and having an open heart is weak, right? This is an inversion and a perversion of the truth. Love is strength. But they want men to believe that, and so we close our hearts. Like my fucking heart was closed, until I thought it was open, right? But then when I sat with Bufo, it really opened my heart, right? And your heart is the connection to your intuition, which is the connection to your higher self. The intellect belongs to the matrix, right? And it serves its purpose. And men, we get so attached to the matrix because we're the biologically designed to be the protectors and the providers, and so we put intellect on a pedestal, and that detaches us from our higher selves and the higher truths. And that's how the matrix wants it. That's why the matrix wants men to be detached from their heart. They want their heart closed. They want men around here thinking that being angry all the time right? Being fake tough guys, being divisive, being hateful, lacking compassion, not listening. They want men to believe that that's strength. And so more inversions and perversions of the truth, right? And in modern times, they want women to push away their femininity, right? Their love, right? That's why they promote being boss babes so much. And I love boss babes. I love women that hustle and all that. But they want to separate. They want women to put masculinity on a pedestal and then push away their femininity when their femininity is divine. But see, they want us to push away our power. They want us to push away our love and our compassion. And they want us to close our hearts and be devised, right? They want men to push away their masculinity and be obedient, right? Being afraid to speak our truths, being afraid to be our true selves, bold, because they want us to be obedient. They want our testosterone levels low, right? So we're miserable and alone. And then the media has no answers for any of this stuff. And when I talk about the media, I'm not talking about the anchors. There's people above that are awakened and use they use their awakening to serve darkness, the left polarity, right? They create hierarchies to make you think you're below the president or below whatever politician or below whoever. They want you to believe you're down here, when that's another inversion and perversion of the truth, right? I don't give a fuck about politicians. I don't give a fuck about the Illuminati, the Masons, or whoever wants to gatekeep knowledge, divine knowledge. I don't give a fuck. They're not powerful, right? We gave them the illusion of power. They want the truth for themselves, and they don't want to share it when it's your divine right? All these secret societies that hide in the shadows, right? Because they're cowards. I'm not afraid of none of them, right? I'm not afraid of none of them because they're cowards. That's why they hide. They have all that money, all that power, yet they're hiding, right? They don't want to share their knowledge. All these fake gurus that belong to the Matrix, they know what I'm saying, but they don't want to share it because they want you to see them as above you, because they love that praise, they love that and all that. Their egos love that. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? All our egos want that. But it's about choosing love and sharing, right? Because this knowledge is your right. This knowledge is your right. That's why you created me and your experience to share it with you if you want it. If you don't want it, then whatever. That's cool too. No judgment. So this is what the inverted and perverted matrix is about. It's about getting everybody to live in fear. And so, in untruths. The satanic, inverted, and perverted matrix, they hate the truth. Because the truth shall set you free. And they don't want you free. They want you slaves. These religions, these institutions, all of it, it's satanic. Because it's fear-based. It's ego-based. Right? And the ego, when you operate, when the ego takes the wheel, the ego can't, it's just, because the ego doesn't know anything. So even when the ego has good intentions, it fucks everything up because they've attached us from spirit, right? They've detached us from spirit. So you want to follow love, not fear. And that's why when you go the opposite way of the matrix, you end up in truth when you rebel from the matrix. They're going to call you crazy because they want slaves, right? They don't want anybody to follow you to the truth. They want everybody to stay slave. And that's why the 144 is here to bring truth, right? Because we're not afraid to look crazy, right? And if you're watching this, you're the 144. There's a lot of people that are the 144 that just ain't awakened to that yet. And that's why you created me, to awaken you to the fact that you're the 144. There's no coincidence that you're watching, especially if you made it this far, right? And you resonate with this. You're the 144. So we're the leaders, right? It's not about following any politician, waiting for the politicians to save us, or waiting for whatever to save us. You're the leader. And so we want to move in love and not fear, and raise the consciousness of humanity. And so this is the direction my channel and my videos are going to help lead you to. Love over fear. Move through the fear, and on the other side of fear is love, right? You know, so understand you're safe and you're forgiven, because God, He's love, unconditional love, and He forgives. It's us that hold ourselves in darkness because we have fear. We think we're separate from everything. We think we're separate from God, so we hold ourselves in darkness. When all we have to do is take accountability. That's what repentance is. It's just taking accountability, right? We have people that, you know, they have races, you know, their victimhood, whatever low frequency thing, misogyny, misandry, hatred, whatever low frequency thing. All you have to do is bring those things to the light. That's why you have all these people in America who are obviously racist, obviously all these things, but they don't want to take accountability because they think God is going to judge them when they are God. And so what you want to do is bring that darkness to the light, to observe it. I hear about white guilt and all this guilt. You don't need guilt. All you need to do is acknowledge it, because acknowledging it is giving it love. Hiding it, pretending that it doesn't exist, is not giving it love. So you want to bring it to your consciousness, whatever that darkness is, no judgment, right? See it, allow it come up, because it wants to leave. All you're doing by denying all your darkness is not showing it love and keeping it trapped in your energetic field. This is real. It gets trapped in your energetic field, and then you create a bullshit reality. So by denying that darkness, that low frequency stuff, you're only playing yourself, because you're keeping it trapped in your energetic field when it wants to leave. And then when it leaves, you effortlessly manifest things because your frequency rises, and now you're more on the frequency of love. And so whatever your darkness is, or your low frequency shit is, allow it to come up. Have the courage to allow it to come up with no judgment. I don't care what the fuck it is. Because you need to show it love. And then allow it to go, and then you'll start to, and Bufo accelerates this. It helps you get all that shit out of your energetic field, because there's only so much shadow work you can do, right? And so, if you feel called to Bufo, there's a link in the description. You can go to my website, Divine Ceremonies, divinebufoceremonies.com, right? So we need to move through the fears, let all the fears come up. They're going to come up. Anytime you move through your fears and you face your fears, they're going to come up, and you got to feel it to heal it. Let them come up in the body and let them go. You're healing. You're healing. You're letting this energy leave. It has to come up first. I'm going through ascension symptoms, right? Because I went through a training, a Bufo facilitator training. That was pretty intense, and a lot of things are coming up to leave me, and my frequency is going to be through the roof, right? So this, I'm trying to lead you in the right direction, where really you're leading you, right? That's why you created me in your experience. We're all one. And I know this is difficult for the ego mind, because the ego mind has believed in untruths most of our lives, you know, because that's what the Satanic Matrix taught us. And so we want to get rid of these untruths out of our energetic field, because you're not a human being. You're having a human experience, but you're really an energy being, a frequency being that has both polarities, light and dark, and you need to accept all those. All right, y'all. This video is long enough. I should have said this at the beginning, but like or subscribe if you resonate with this content. Go to my YouTube channel, Chucky's Imaginarium, right? You're going to get nothing but high frequency content, right? Nothing but high frequency content, you know, to help you with your ascension. So follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of it. Because you want to get rid of all that low frequency shit and watch high frequency content. All right. Much love, y'all. Peace.